Hi everyone, it's Dr. Phil here. Today I'm going to be talking about a really important question that we need to avoid. We know how important questions are with the, what do you want and how are you going to get it? There's a question which I often mention, which I think is worth covering today, which is the why question. The problem with the why question is it's often asked when actually we're not that interested in the answer, and it's a great way to get into arguments and destroy relationships. It's the kind of question that sounds like this: why haven't you taken out the trash, or why haven't you washed up properly, or why haven't you cleaned your room? What's interesting about this question is, as you can notice, we're not actually that interested in the answer. What we're trying to do is to tell someone, you haven't done what you said you were going to do, you've let me down and you're wrong in some way. And the interesting thing about humans is we really don't like it when people try and make us wrong, when people try and say you've done this wrong. In fact, as soon as that happens, as you probably know, our response is to leap out and go, I think you'll find if somebody's wrong, it's you. They'll say things like, well, why haven't you done this thing? So they'll call you on something, and now we have two people who are wrong. As soon as we feel that we're being attacked in this way, and then we attack, the other person feels they need to defend themselves, and we start to spiral into an argument which is a result of us all getting into the wrong state. So if you find yourself asking the why question, just pause for a minute and ask yourself, right, do I really want to know the answer to this, or am I just having a go at someone? Am I just complaining about something? And then we should be able to recognize this as a version of the pit. So we need to pause, make a choice, be nice to ourselves. Well done. What do you want? What do you want in this situation? Well, probably what you want to do is to communicate effectively about something that you would like to change. We know, of course, it's difficult to change other people, but by having conversations, we've got a chance. The conversation you want to steer towards is something that sounds more like a how question. So it's like, well, how are we going to do this? I've noticed that on Wednesdays when your job is to take out the trash, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, and I wonder if there's another way we can get around this. So some other way of doing it, whether I do this and you do some other job, or we have some reminder. What do you think? Starting with a question, how could we do it? But it needs to come from this place of curiosity, communication, kindness, not having a go like, you've not done this again, what are you going to do about it? Not that kind of question, but like, this is something that keeps on rearing its head. What are we going to do about this? How can we find a way through it? Now, if you do that, using the how and the we and avoiding the why and the you, why have you not done it? Then you've got a chance of sidestepping some of these very, very familiar conversations. So that's how you can spot the why question, that kind of unnecessary question that's an attempt to have a dig at someone, and start to move into a better relationship with people. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, uses of the lightning process, then you may find the life skills course that we run, the NLP life skills course, really useful. It kind of builds on stuff you learn in the lightning process and thinks about how can we practically apply this to other situations, and teaches you some extra skills as well. So if you're interested in that, drop us an email, or always check out the website philparker.org for details of the other courses we run. But I hope you find that useful. Watch out for that why question, that cheeky why question that sounds like a question that isn't, and tends to fuel arguments. Hope you found that useful. I'll see you guys on the next one.